essays and group work plans. One day we thought, let's sail away and live on a boat with adventures every day. So welcome aboard, come join the ride. We're floating through life with Willow by our side.
You can see in the background. Oh God, sorry everyone.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be stuff wrapped around the prop.
But on all the locks it says no more in between locks, so that means we've got to do the whole flight today.
Like a combination padlock, same on the other side as well. So we're just in the lock, one door keeps opening and we can't do anything with these.
Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. Right, morning everyone. Oh, nice spot this was, just at Little Bedwyn, Armco. Brilliant. Haven't had that for ages, so we had no gangplank, it was lovely. Sunshine. Supposed to have had some storms last night but didn't get any. Not that I noticed anyway. But yeah, we're off today to Great Bedwyn, so fingers crossed there'll be more Armco. Yay! Just heading for the first lock now. I think we've got about 4 or 5 locks today, but the first lock's set in our favour because the boat's just gone down, so that's always good news. And that is some funky paintwork. Bit of effort needed there, that's for sure.
Double fast.
Yeah, both were in our favour. One we had the gates left open for us, and then we met a boat going down, so we can just leave it and finish it off.
Lovely, really nice. Really nice people there as well. Fishies or fish?
No, is it fish if it's plural of the same species? And if there's more than one species, you can say fishes.
Species or species?
I can't use fishes as a plural. I can't do it. It goes against everything I know to be true.
That's why it's confusing when we do the washing up. I don't ever put one dish away.
But they're dishes.
Well, how's dishes different from fishes?
Well, no, because they're one of those really weird. This is a weird plural. It's a weird, but dishes is fine.
Oh, dishes is fine.
Dishes is fine.
Why?
Fishes isn't, because it's just not.
Because it's just not.
Because it's the English language. It's like sheep and sheep.
Sheep
right?
and sheeps.
There's a sheep. No.
Well, imagine being. Sorry, kids. It's not because it's not.
Yeah, but they're just the exceptions you learn. You know this. Oh, you're annoying me.
with a bit of bunting, people. It's what made Britain great. MBGA, more bunting. What are you? Never seen one of you before. That stunning bit of reversing from the sun. We're all mod up, really pleased. Just on the edge of the visitor moorings, so we've been able to get a little bit of one ring, sharing a ring, which is always good when you're on the river. And the bridge you can see in the background, I can take it you can see in the background. Oh God, sorry everyone. Bridge you can see in the background just takes you straight into town. There's a pub and a baker's and all that kind of scene. Candlestick makers, before Sonya says it.
I didn't say anything, I wasn't invited.
Doing my Titanic bit from the front of the boat. Tricky manoeuvre getting out of there because obviously I would say you almost practically ground it when you do the wild moorings. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to wander down underneath the bridge up there is the facilities, so we'll get all the facilities and stuff and then be on our way. Today if we walked it would be 40 minutes, but on a boat it could take a couple of hours because there's a stack load of locks coming up. Whoopie woo. Right, we had to use the barge pole because the flow just kept pushing us in. Right, so where we just were was very weedy. There's a train going past in the background, so I've now got to one of my least favourite jobs on a list of many. I've got to open up the weed hatch and hopefully it's just weeds I need to get out, not fishing whale or something like that. So if you didn't know already, this is basically the weed hatch. Underneath there is the prop. So what sometimes happens is you get things wrapped around the prop. Then you have to take the lid off. There's Willow trying to get in the shot. You have to take the lid off and then untangle it. And then we had one disaster. We didn't put this on quite properly. The seal on it was a bit bent and we nearly sunk the boat. Like genuinely, it could have sunk the boat. So I'm very careful when we do this now. So this seal, as you can see, has a tendency to peel up ever so I have to make sure it's on flat, otherwise disaster. I can already see quite a lot of green stuff, as you can see. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be stuff wrapped around the prop. Let's see if I can get some of it out.
So Tony assumes the flat on the belly approach,
I've got no choice.
the beached seal approach,
Oh, thanks.
or the walrus approach.
I've called a beach seal and a walrus so far.
There's a whole bank of that, you know, in the pound where we were moored. So as we pulled out into the cut, we picked it all up. The growing pile of, hold on a minute, eel. And we don't put it back in the cut because it just ends up around someone else's prop.
Carefully back on again. And lovely. We've only gone from there. That's now tying it by hand, and then the last row just give it a little bit with a hammer. And it's full.
don't know if we've said it already this morning, but good morning. It is a breezy, warmish day and we're heading off towards Crofton. Tony's opening the lock ahead. And yeah, we're just going to slide straight in. This is one of those locks where you have to leave it empty, which is quite handy if you're going up, not so handy if you're coming down. Yeah, it should be a nice little cruise today up to Crofton. It's only a couple of hours, but it's about 4 or 5 locks, so it's quite lock heavy, this one. So yeah, join us. Hopefully no more disasters on the way. I'll probably call you on the camera, but I don't want to talk about it just yet. It might be too soon for Tony to talk about it. But yeah, might be.
An eventful start to a cruise. Jeez, wasn't it? We never just have a normal cruise. So first of all, we couldn't get off the mooring, could we?
No, because we were like right between 2 boats. So, but you can't push the front out, can't push back out, and we just got wedged. But that was fine. We got off there in the end with the aid of a barge pole, and you know.
But then because of that, we was having to like rev it quite a lot to try and power out and stuff, and there's so many reeds on this. I mean, I'll show you in a minute.
Them under the surface. There's these they go off the riverbed.
They all got wrapped around the propeller, along with a little bit of fishing wire as well for good luck. So let's go in and do that, take them all out and do it, and then the hook that Damien so kindly gave us that we were using.
Tony threw it in the canal.
I'm laying on the front again.
He just likes it.
So I'm laying on the front on the side, trying to get, because there's still loads of reeds around the propeller, and the boat's just drifting away from me as I'm trying to do it. And then as I get up, it pings out and goes flying in the water. So I lost that as well. So yeah, good start. Nice start. And oh my god, it's really hot. It looks.
Right, I got up this morning, right, I took the dog out first thing this morning. I'll say first thing, it was about 9 o'clock. And
that is first thing, 9 o'clock.
And it was chilly. And I thought, right, it's tracksuit weather today. Might even be a sweatshirt today. It's really warm.
Oh yeah, I've just had to change into shorts. We're not even really sure where we're going to moor up today, because there's like loads of there's loads of locks, all one after another, and that's all around where the water is and where everything else is and where the moorings are. So we're just going to keep doing locks until we've had enough, really, I think, and then just moor up. I think this is the first stretch, though, where I would say we've started to see the odd boat that obviously never moves.
Ever.
Yeah, so I think this is the first time. People have said to us about it, but there seems to be a lot more along this stretch where people are just like, right, I'm here and I'm staying here.
It was quite funny. So we were filling up with water, and a bloke came down with his 5-litre water bottle. So I turned our water off and let him fill up his bottle. And he's going, oh, you know what it's like when you find a good spot, you just don't want to leave it. And I'm thinking, oh dear.
Yeah. It is a lovely day. It's like, it doesn't look it.
No, it doesn't. It looks really mardy, the sky, doesn't it?
Mardy?
Yeah, mardy. It's like you were when you got back on the boat after throwing all your stuff in the canal.
Hiya.
Morning.
Yeah, so it's nearly the end of June. I would imagine. Sorry, nice to see subscribers or viewers, or
just
they think we're someone else.
Yeah, it's more like it.
Right, so it looks like we're starting to just come up to. This is the bridge. Normally a lock at the bridge. Yep, so this is the start of the Crofton locks we're just coming up to. I think there's about 6. And we are going to moor
in the middle of
somewhere around here.
just behind me you've got Crofton Pumping House, and it's famous for its really old pump engines. It's got the oldest one, which was built...
Oh, reading from the script. I thought you just knew, I thought you just
Right,
had knowledge.
so I wanted to get the name of it, but the oldest one was built in 1812, and then it's got another one, a younger one, which was built a few years later than that. Obviously now, they're not in use, but you can go and see them, they've been restored. But they used to pump water from Little Wilton, which is just there, Little Wilton Water.
Yeah, it's just behind this.
And then to keep the summit filled with water. It's only a small amount of water, which is why they've only got a small summit. She's rolling in something unspeakable.
Gonna go on a couple more locks. Reason being, it's like punishing our later selves if not. So it's like if we don't do them today, that means tomorrow we're gonna have to do like even more than today. So if we do a couple more, it makes tomorrow a lot nicer. So yeah, just gonna go for a couple. There's a boat just in there now, so wait for them to come out, go straight on in.
Low water levels this afternoon. As you can see, the watermarks there and there. We did get an email from CRT this morning to say that they'll be managing water levels on the summit due to some vandalism and mismanagement of the locks on the flight, just at the top of Crofton Lock Flight. So this was expected. So we're just going to stick in the middle where it's deepest and hope for the best. It's getting low, 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 low. So we've started off again. We've just had lunch. We stopped off at Crofton Pump House thinking that we were going to stop there for the night. But we decided to move on to kind of lessen the number of locks tomorrow because we're on the move again tomorrow. And then, I don't know if Tony's noticed or not, but on all the locks it says no more in between locks. So that means we've got to do the whole flight today, having already done a few locks to get there. So not so sure what he noticed, if he's aware, but I'm not saying anything.
Joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. For miles, 67 fastback, oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show, watch me as I go. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. Both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on, hey, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on.
Well, what a day. When I last spoke to you, we just had lunch and we thought, oh, there'll be like 9 locks tomorrow. That's a lot. Let's do 2 and then there'll be 7. If we do 3, there'll only be 6 and so on. When we started doing them, we suddenly found out that you're not allowed to moor between any of the locks. So we've had to go on and do God knows how many today. We went into double figures. So we're on the last lock, or what we hope was the last lock of the day. 2 things on it. Firstly, this gate here just keeps opening itself. That's happened on pretty much every lock. Loads of the gates just close and open themselves, so you spend loads of time to walk around it. But even more bizarrely, there was a bloke from CRT walking down who was in front of us, and he walked back the other way. He didn't say a word to us. We've got to the last locks, and if I just show you here, it's padlocked. Like a combination padlock, same on the other side as well. So we're just in the lock, one door keeps opening and we can't do anything with these. But the fellow from CRT never said a word as he walked back past us. So don't know what we're supposed to do. So Sonia's just ringing them now, but it's supposed to be our last lock of the day. Who knows? We'll let you know what happened.
So it's 3:50. I've just phoned CRT. It's basically there's restricted movement through the locks between 9:30 and 3:30, so they've shut the lock now. But we've had no email to that effect, and I've just been onto the website and didn't see it updated, so I'll double check again. So we're going to have to reverse out. It's the last lock of the flight as well, which is so funny. We're going to reverse out, more on the lock landing for tonight. But what is funny, the bloke that's just locked it walked past Tony about 15 minutes ago on the way back up from the lock before, and he didn't say anything. But yeah, we're going to moor up on the lock landing until the morning.
Good way to finish the vlog, son.
And that's it, this vlog is now over.
Because I don't break for boys. I'm moving on, hey, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
And that's your lot. So today was not our lucky day, I guess. But tomorrow, who knows what might happen. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment, or just any comment. It's always nice to hear from you. Maybe even become a member. But whatever you do, make sure you come back again next week.